What's going on, man? This is Tap In, the hottest podcast in Atlanta, Georgia right now. I am Jeremy Oneall, and I got my famous calls with me, Marsell Basi in the building.
What up, though? What's going on, everybody? Shout out to Pontiac, Michigan, man. You know what's going on.
Yes, sir, the 248 in the building for sure. Golly. But see, what's crazy is, before we even jump into the actual podcast, I was sitting here thinking about one of these moving experience that I had, and somebody recently asked me, like, what was the worst actual job that you actually had?
Right.
So it was this guy, right? He was moving from this huge crib. It was like a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom crib. It was huge. It was 2 stories. All he had was heavy, real oak wood furniture, big mattresses, big box springs, big tables, big dressers, the whole nine. I mean, he had some expensive furniture, some expensive, heavy furniture. And what was fucking crazy about the shit was fam actually moved to a 2-bedroom condo. He was in a 5-bedroom house and moved to a fucking 2-bedroom condo. From a 5-bedroom house, moved to a fucking 2-bedroom condo, right?
God, like how, Sway?
And tried to fit everything that was in his crib inside this little ass condo that he now moving to. Here what the problem was for real. So like I mentioned, all he had was real oak wood furniture, tables, china cabinet, dresser drawers, chest of drawers, armoires, the whole nine for real. So we moved it out of double doors. Family had double doors at the old house that he had moved from, and then we come to like one of these, like a little regular single door that he was actually moving to the little 2-bedroom condo. So first off, we couldn't fit none of his furniture through the fucking door.
It was too big.
We couldn't fit none of his fucking furniture through that bitch.
Right.
So secondly, he had a china cabinet that was probably like 7 or 8 feet tall. Easy 250 to 300 pounds for sure. Completely oak wood. It couldn't go through the door. So he wanted us to go through his garage and go through the garage door in order to get to his crib. So we got it through the garage door. Cool. We got it through that door. Now, there was a stairway that actually led from the garage to his actual crib. So we got it through the door, tried to go up to the stairs. It wouldn't fit. Like, it's too fucking tall. His stairway was too short. We just couldn't fit it up there. So we was twisting and turning it all through his stairway for real. So it got stuck in the wall. Ended up making holes in the wall. Ended up putting dents, putting real ass holes in the wall. So here's what happens. Here's where the shit get interesting at. We end up leaving the shit in his stairway.
In the wall.
Stuck in the wall.
In the wall.
Stuck in the wall. So imagine a whole oak wood china cabinet literally in midair, not sitting on your stairs, sitting on nothing, just literally being held in the drywall. That had to be the worst job ever because it was quoted for so much. And at the end, Bam said, "This is what I'm gonna give you, because this is what I feel like y'all niggas worth for real. So I'm gonna give y'all $200. Y'all split this shit $100 apiece and get the fuck on."
And that wasn't nothing.
That wasn't shit.
After all that work we did, like, do y'all know that stuff was heavy?
Heavy as fuck.
Heavy
as fuck.
So yeah, that was a terrible experience.
That was the worst. That was the fucking worst job I ever had before. And we literally left a nigga china cabinet hanging in midair.
In the stairwell.
In the stairwell.
So I don't know how he got around that mug.
I don't know what the fuck he got. I don't know. Yeah,
that was a terrible. And that that kind of leads to what I would like to bring up for the episode is
go ahead.
The subconscious mind, man.
Sure.
So I got a question, like, why? Out of all the jobs you had, you stayed busy, you stayed blocking in jobs. Why that job is so, memorable, stands out more than any of, like, do you remember your first job this year? Do you remember your first job last year?
No.
But you remember that job specifically. Why is that?
Because I ain't never got nobody fucking china cabinet stuck in a wall in the middle of their goddamn stairway for real. I ain't never did no shit like that before.
And this your business on the line.
I never hope to do that again either.
Exactly. So that goes back to the subconscious. So this subconscious pretty much long-term memory.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's where you pretty much harness everything, you know, from the long-term memories, how your mama treated you, all of that stuff. That's in your subconscious. And that, you know, it leads to certain actions that you're not even aware of.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I want to talk about how to program the subconscious mind, because there's ways to program it. You
Program your long-term memory. Like,
right. To program pretty much your habits come from your subconscious mind.
Changing your habits.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah, you are able to change. People don't know that, but you can definitely program your mind to do different things. You could be a different person if you know what I'm about to say. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So there's 3 ways to program your subconscious mind, and it happens whether you putting effort in or not.
Not even knowing it.
So if you just living your life, your subconscious mind is still getting programmed. Somebody else just programming it. You feel me? Instead of you. So you can take that control back.
That's a real concept, only because, like I said, I ain't say it, but I got a newborn at the crib.
Right.
And prior to this, I ain't had no newborn at the crib in like, 7-8 years? 7-8 years?
Right.
My oldest kids, they toddlers now. They finna be preteens in a couple years. But I ain't never had no newborn baby at the crib. And so to go to actually going through 7-8 years without them not even being around, or without no newborn influence for real.
Right.
It was a whole thing to actually jump back into that realm and be like, nigga, you got a whole newborn at the crib. So that means you need to change diapers again. You need to figure out how to do that shit again. Learn how to make bottles. Learn how to get your ass up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and give fam a bottle and change his diaper and all that kind of stuff. So that was definitely something I had to reprogram myself to do for sure.
Right. And you know, that goes to one of the ways to do it. So there's 3 ways. The first one is trauma.
Mm-hmm.
A traumatic experience would definitely hit your subconscious, would definitely be in your long-term memory. You know what I mean? Have plenty of those. You got repetition.
Right.
Doing something over and over and over every day until, you know, it's a habit. That's another way to program your subconscious mind.
Right.
And you got symbols.
Symbols.
You know what I mean? You got symbols from logos. You know.
Gotcha.
You know, just feeding them logos.
Right.
You got the American flag.
And we know, say the Pledge of Allegiance to that.
You know what I mean?
You see the Golden Arches, you think of
McDonald's. You know what I mean? As long as you keep feeding them symbols, that's why people spend so much money on marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and promoting their brand with these logos and stuff like that.
Because if you can get that shit to stick you in there.
Like you see that BMW symbol on the front of that car, you like, all right, it do something to you. You know what I mean? And you know, you got bad symbols. You know, you got the Nazis. People see that and they feel some type, you know, but that still is in your subconscious, you know, because it been fed so much. We all know about the Nazis. We weren't even alive when that was going down.
Yeah, that's some real shit. I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, we weren't even alive, but that symbol was so strong. You know what I mean? Hitler went crazy with that symbol. Put it in everybody's mind till it still live to this day. So one of my, you know, I got an example from the trauma aspect. You know, like from the day I started smoking weed, you know what I mean? Like, I really was against weed smoking, you know, and this was in high school. I started 11th grade.
So you said you got to experience, like you said, something built in your subconscious. You remember when you first smoked weed?
It stands out clearly.
I don't, none of that shit.
Clearly, and the reason is because I hit a little white boy the day I started smoking weed.
Oh, look, white boy, that's like term for, what's that?
Like,
white boy.
A human being, a 10-year-old white boy.
Like a real Caucasian child.
Yes, a 10-year-old little white boy, you know what I mean? I had ran him over with my car. And I'm in 11th grade, you know what I mean? So I'm still in high school. I'm still 16, 17.
So car is slang for what again?
A vehicle, a 4-door Chevy Lumina.
So you dead ass hit a Caucasian young man.
I mean, you know, and shout out to my girlfriend at the time, Amanda. Shout out to Carissa, that was my best friend, you know what I mean? they was in the car with me.
Mm-hmm.
We just leaving the wave pool. We had a great time. Everybody was up there. If you from Michigan, you know how we get.
Oakland
You
County.
know, we go shoot to Waterford. You know, go hop in the little wave pool, have a ball. So everybody, we just left the wave pool. We all split up. Everybody rode separately or whatever the case may be. So I got Carissa and Amanda in the whip with me.
Okay.
Boom. We riding down the street or whatever. We looking for Amanda's new crib. So we looking woo. Bam. Here come this little boy darting across the road.
Oh.
So I'm braking. Try to swerve out the way. So he flips over the car. Woo. He laying there crying. You know, talking about, I can't feel my legs. So.
Boy, you hit a real young Chick-fil-A cashier for real.
Like, I could have ruined his whole life, from that moment.
You never worked at Chick-fil-A after that, bro. That shit crazy.
So, yeah, man. So that sticks out because that was very traumatic. That night, that was the first time I ever hit the L.
Hit the L after.
You know what I mean? And I would never forget that night. You know what I mean? I would never forget that day. So, that's one of them, that stands out in my subconscious.
Did fam survive, though?
He survived. They didn't sue me or nothing because it was his fault. Mind you, while he laying there crying, his family, his mom and dad, they all in the front yard. Like, they having a party, a barbecue. Like, it's a whole family's in the front yard while this happens. You know what I mean? So they see it too. There's people outside on their porches seeing it as well. But his mom running in the street while he laying there crying, talking about some, I told you to quit running in the street.
Dog,
like,
what the fuck?
This boy crying in the middle of the road. I'm like,
that's
in
some
the world?
Shit for your ass.
She yelling at him while he's sitting there.
What would be your natural response for all my parents? What would be your natural response if your child got hit by a car?
Right. But he darted in the street and you was outside. So he was under your supervision.
That's true.
And he darting in the road. You know what I mean? Like, the whole family's in the front yard. So it's not like he just left alone out there. So you gotta feel some way as well, because he's dead ass in your face, just running in the street like it's okay.
That's true.
And getting hit, and got hit.
Man, that's the thing.
So that was a very, very traumatic experience. But and this is how I know it affects my subconscious, because because I had that experience and it ended with me getting high that night, and that kind of relaxed me or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Now, when I'm stressed out, now when I'm going through things, that same trigger occurs. Now it's like, I need to hit blunt.
Smoke.
Yeah, I'm going to wood. Damn, I need to roll up. You know what I mean? So that's how I know that hit my, it's a habit now. And it sticks out because of that traumatic experience. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, that's a big thing. Then we even with repetition. Look at the ABCs. A, B, C. Like, we said that so many times.
We know that shit on top.
Point. At any moment, we can run that out. Mm-hmm. But can we say it backwards?
No, shit.
It's like, can we say the alphabet backwards? We supposed to know it.
Z, Y, X, W.
Nah, V. It's Z, Y, X, V. See, and I don't even know.
W go before V.
W, V, W.
Hold on.
I don't even know.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. Oh, so W is before V.
No, yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know. Right.
Nobody knows.
I don't know. I'm not even
not too many people can say the alphabet backwards because, it's not in our subconscious mind.
Right.
We haven't did that repetitively for years and years at a time like we did our ABCs.
We can count to 100 backwards. We can count from 10 backwards.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
But that was taught too. Because countdowns are a real thing.
Doing that,
Countdowns are a real thing.
Yeah, so those are the ways to program your subconscious mind. You got trauma, repetition, symbols. As you see, we want y'all to tap in. We want this in your mind, tap in to your genius.
Facts. Big facts. That's what it's all about, for real. Know yourself. Big facts. And it's crazy that you say, like, subconsciously. So I'm actually curious of, like, everything that's going on with the coronavirus. Is this going to affect people's regular habits of doing things?
I believe so, especially depending on how long we on quarantine, because we building new habits now.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It only takes 21 days to build a habit.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So we've been on quarantine for 2-3 weeks already. You know what I mean? So depending on how long this lasts, everybody gonna start building new habits, social habits, spending habits.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I definitely believe this is gonna affect us. And this automatically is a traumatic, you know, like this is gonna automatically be in everybody's mind forever.
This shit gonna be in the history books when like our kids get older.
Oh yeah, this is like a plague from the 1400s.
Big facts.
Like, this is our plague right now.
Big facts.
Especially they talking about 200,000 people supposed to die in America from this, and it's already 8,000 plus.
And we just hit the M. We just hit the mill.
Worldwide.
People have been cases about it.
Exactly.
So this definitely going to be something memorable for real. Yeah, it is going to be a traumatic experience.
It's going to be in everybody's subconscious long-term memory because this is very traumatic.
But I don't want to live in a world where it's like, all right, when you leave the crib, let me get my keys, let me get my wallet, let me get my phone. Right. Oh shit, I gotta grab my mask and my gloves too. Nah. I don't wanna live like that. Like that shit sound dumb as hell.
Yeah.
I don't wanna live like that at all. You know, I be seeing niggas driving around with masks on their face. Like, nigga, you driving. Take that shit off. Right. Like, what is you doing?
Like, duh.
That shit irritating. Then I go to Walmart. They got the shit boarded up with the fucking shopping carts and shit.
Yeah, like what is this doing? That's not doing nothing. Talking about some keep 6 feet. That's not doing nothing.
I don't want to live in a world where that shit is a real thing. Like, even after this shit die off, nigga, I don't want to have to walk around with no with no fucking mask and some gloves on and gotta be told to stand 6 feet away from people.
Right.
That shit bullshit. Like, I ain't gonna.
But you know, the corona is it's a part of the flu family and the cold family. You know what I mean? So. You know, as this play off, like, all right, and one thing I also learned was once you get the coronavirus and you beat it, you now have the antibodies in your system.
Right.
You know what I mean? Meaning that you can fight, like, just how people get the flu shot.
Right.
Just so their body can beat it and have the antibodies. So now they can battle the flu with ease almost, you know what I mean? Because you already been exposed to it. Your body know how to handle it. It's going to be the same with the coronavirus. So people who've already, contracted the coronavirus, they going to be able to deal with this year after year way better than somebody who hasn't.
And that's the thing about, too, the whole social distancing thing. So a lot of people don't understand, like, why the fuck we got to stay away from each other. It's because a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, you can have the coronavirus and not even show symptoms of it for real.
Right.
So the reason behind that is because you don't want to contract somebody else and you don't even know you got the shit. So that's why they telling everybody pretty much stay away from each other, 6 feet away, practice social distancing and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, I don't want to live in a future to where that's regular life.
Yeah, that's lame.
I don't want to do that shit at all. I don't want to do that shit at all. And as far as like business wise, because Governor Kemp, he just hit us with the lock in yesterday. So after 6 o'clock, of course, we had to do a whole, what was it called? Stay home order or some shit like that.
You think this is necessary? This is necessary protocols?
To me, it don't make sense. Like, how can you advise people to stay home, but you still got shit open?
Right. But they say that only grocery store, like only the real essentials is supposed to be open.
But what I'm learning too, what I'm paying attention to is like grocery stores, the essentials, the pretty much essential businesses.
Right.
Be packed, be flooded.
Right.
Everybody there. And I think it's like a few reasons behind that. It's because nobody else can go nowhere else.
Right.
So now these essential businesses like Walmart and Kroger's and shit like that, now it's really just something to do.
Right.
Let me go. Right, let me go shopping.
Because there's literally nothing else.
It's nothing else to do. Let me go post up.
I see what you're saying.
Not even post up, but let me find something. Let me find a need for me to go to Walmart. Like I feel like I'm like 4 tissue rolls behind before we get empty and don't have no more tissue. So let me go shop for tissue. I got a freezer stock full of food, but I'm missing something. So let me go to Kroger's, let me go to Walmart. Let me find a reason for me to go. And I feel like that's what it's becoming to. Because like I said, I went to Walmart earlier before we even started this shit. And this shit packed.
Still, especially y'all Walmart.
For no fucking
y'all
reason.
Walmart is still slapping.
It's packed. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Your Walmart is still slapping.
It's packed in that bitch. And it's been packed in that bitch for 2 weeks now. So I know, and I see some of the same motherfuckers in that bitch. Like, boy, I know that you bought what you need to buy
last time you was here.
Like, don't stop playing, bro. Like, what you doing here?
I'm scared for it. Like, I could not imagine being a worker. If you're a worker at Walmart or at the hospital, you got to be terrified.
That's a fact.
Because all the people are coming out. The hospital is worse, but Walmart, you still got, you the only place almost open. You everybody's go-to.
Fact.
So you got thousands of people coming in here daily who could be sick or not, and you just got to stand at this register and deal with every single one that come out.
And what's crazy is what's considered as essential? What the fuck is that?
Right.
Like, let's keep it a buck, all right? What's considered essential? Groceries, stores like that. Toiletries, stuff like that. That's essential. But I need a haircut. That matters to me.
Yeah.
Why is that not an essential?
Right.
What is essential based off of your essential? My essentials is different from yours. Facts. I need a haircut and get my hair braided on a every 2-week basis.
Facts.
I need to go to do some other shit too. And those stores ain't open no more. I need to go, I need to do stuff that's not considered as an essential basis, but it's essential
right.
to me.
It's still essential, right.
It's important to me for real.
I feel that.
So that's the whole thing, which is crazy. But like I said, practice social distancing. Do what the people tell you to do. And
New World Order.
Shit, you jumped in.
They taking over the mindsets. Do you know, like, me and my sister was talking about this on the phone, like, they're literally modifying our behavior.
Elab. What you mean?
Stay in the house. Like, they modifying our behavior. They're making us stay in the house. You know what I mean? Sure. Because of this pandemic. You feel me? Like, I feel like people die more from gang violence and, and stuff like that than that's going to die from this. You know what I mean? But they don't do nothing against that, like.
So they don't say stay in the house?
Like, that ain't a big thing. So I feel like I ain't gonna get into no conspiracies. Let's move on.
Yo, I feel you.
Because I would go too deep into the conspiracies.
So let me ask you this then. We both business owners. So how is the shit affecting you?
Of course. I mean, people canceling photo shoots. You know what I mean? Last Sunday I had a photo shoot and the girl makeup artist canceled on her, which caused her to cancel the whole shoot because she couldn't get her makeup done.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, this is definitely affecting me in a horrible way.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
I feel you on that. It's slower on my side, but it's slower. I'm gonna just say that. It's not as consistent as it was. For some reason, like, motherfuckers still moving around this bitch.
Yeah, niggas still moving around. We done did some gigs.
They dead ass still moving around.
You done had some gigs, you know what else? You done had quite a few gigs, so.
They still moving.
They still moving,
which is crazy.
For sure.
But one thing I do want to bring out is shout out to all my small business owners, all my small business owners.
Y'all are necessary.
Definitely, and I feel like that should be an essential business. Whatever business you got going on,
exactly.
Should be an essential thing. Because, nigga, that's your fucking livelihood. Or the fuck is they telling you what you can and cannot do, and this how you support your family and shit.
Right.
But anyway, besides all that, man, shout out to the SBA. If you don't know what the SBA is, that's the Small Business Association. So what they doing now is they actually giving out like forgiveness loans for real, up to $10,000. So what you got to do is, we're going to throw the link to the actual application. But anybody that's like self-proprietors, LLC, just any small business owners, they're actually giving out $10,000, and you got to apply for it. And if you get approved, then you go from there. But it's the thing. It's a whole unforgiving, up to $10,000 loan. So definitely tap in with the SBA. We're going to have all this information. We got a couple other things too that we want to bring to y'all attention. But anybody who won't access to this material, definitely tap in with us. We'll shoot us an email or DM us for real.
And for the small business owners, this loan, if you are a part of the criteria within the loan, it's fully forgivable.
Mm-hmm.
You won't owe anything because of what we're going through because of this pandemic. So if you do meet all the criteria within the loan, you know what I mean, follow everything that needs to be followed, you will get the money and it will not have to be paid back. So like you said, We will have all that information. If you want to just email us, because we have, if you're in Atlanta, you know what I mean, and you want any relief, rental relief, your light bill, your gas bill, if you need help with any of these things.
Oh, facts.
We have that information.
Big facts.
So you can email us at alreadyrich.kw@gmail.com. And that's for locally in Atlanta. But if you just want the small business information, that's worldwide. That's nationwide. Still email us. Just put in the subject SBA information or put relief information. Alreadyrich.kw@gmail.com.
So, like I said, shout out to Marsell, man, because he really compiled a list of like some of these companies who actually giving relief as far as like your utility bills, your gas bill,
shelter,
light bill, rent, all of that kind of stuff. He got a full list of people who willing to help out in this crisis too. So like I said, if y'all want to reach out to us, we'll send a list over free of charge.
Alreadyrich.kw@gmail.com.
Yeah, just email us or DM us or whatever. We'll get that sent over to you for sure.
No problem.
As far as the SBA application that I was talking about, as far as that loan, send us the same information, man. We'll get that sent out to you for sure. The crazy thing about it is, what I'm learning from this social distancing thing is, me personally, it's teaching me a lot of discipline. Because there ain't shit to do.
Right.
And regardless if you're still making money or not, I mean, you ain't spending it as recklessly as you was before.
Right.
There ain't shit to do.
You're right.
And like before, I spent money like it burned a hole in my pocket. Let me keep it a buck.
My pocket's always on fire.
Nigga, I got a hole in my... You see my jeans, nigga.
Always on fire.
That bitch is flaming in there right now.
Shit.
But what I learned is, I really got to tell myself... I ain't even got to tell myself. I'm borderline forced to, save. Put some cheese to the side.
Right.
Why? Because there's nothing else to do. What you finna spend money on?
Plus, the bills ain't stopping.
They're not stopping at all.
The bills are still going.
Exactly.
While people ain't got no money coming in.
Exactly.
So you need to be stashing, that extra cheese.
Exactly.
Cheese you get. You need to be stashing that stuff.
Dude. Shout out to all my people who qualify for the stimulus. That's coming for sure.
Word.
Get up to what is it? $12?
Yeah.
$1,200 if you actually meet the criteria for that.
And if you got kids, you get $500 a kid.
Dude. So make sure y'all niggas up on y'all taxes too. To be honest.
Also, if you have a kid in 2020, so you won't be able to get the $500 with this stimulus, but in 2021 when you file your taxes, you will get your $500 if you had a kid this year. You know what I mean? When 2021 come and you file your taxes, you'll still be able to get the $500, for your child. It'll be on your taxes for 2021.
That nigga said, fuck y'all.
You did.
Alright, but yeah, big facts, man. Make sure y'all tuned in. Like I said, man, if you're not able to get that credit like Poe was talking about, or Marsell was talking about, if you weren't able to get that credit this year, then they'll actually play.
Definitely, you still will get that credit. You still will get those $500 because of this pandemic. Regardless, if you don't get it now, you expect it later.
Do. And it's coming. It's definitely coming. And shout out to the parents, man. Shout out to the parents, because in our state where we are in Georgia, they actually cut out the whole school year.
Ooh.
Yeah. So kids been at the crib.
Tough.
Shit. Let me actually put this out here. I'm gonna Google this shit. Because my kids have been enjoying this shit for the last few days. So if anybody looking to entertain their kids or keep them entertained, Walmart has a sale on these little game devices real quick. And these handheld games, and they got $200+ in them. Or I'm sorry, 200+ games in them. They only $20. It's called My Arcade Gamer 5 Portable. So go to walmart.com, type in My Arcade Gamer 5. It's gonna bring up this little game system. It damn near look like a Game Boy or like a DS or any of that stuff we used to play when we was kids. And like I said, it's 200+ games in there, and it completely, from my experience, man, it completely keep your kids occupied. I mean, they can play games on there, keep them occupied. Because I know it's a whole thing now for especially parents to actually find something now for kids to do. And
it's
if
a
you
nice
working,
little gadget.
yeah, it's
It's a
dope.
nice little gadget. You definitely keep them busy for sure.
So check that out. Big facts on that.
You can't beat it for the 20 ball, 200 games.
Right, you can't go. Somebody
Yeah.
farted. I definitely smell that shit for sure. God damn.
Sorry.
All right, but enough of that. So in this time that we in too, a lot of people they out of work and doing this and the third. They doing odd jobs. So shout out to my company. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but it's actually fortunate that moving transportation is actually considered an essential business. So like I said, people still moving. I'm still moving. Trucking is still a thing. And for anybody that's in the trucking industry, anybody who you ain't even got to be in the trucking industry for real. You can like rent a truck, cargo van, do any of that kind of shit, and still make some cheese in this downtime that we in. So I'm gonna give you 3 websites, right? And these are all load boards. And now load boards are things that actually show. It shows like a shipping and receiving throughout the entire country for real. What's going in, what's coming out. If you can pick up loads, you can take them to a certain country. If you want to take them to a certain city, all you gotta do is just call the brokers, bid on a job, and pretty much go from there. And it varies between like having a box truck. For those of y'all who don't know what a box truck, think of U-Haul, Penske. All of those are considered box trucks, whether they got a drop lift on the back or they got a ramp or whatever.
Right.
So load boards. So load boards show, like I said, anything that's coming in and out of whatever it's at, whether it's Georgia, where we are now, to Michigan, whether it's California to New Jersey, or whether it's California to Georgia. Anything that's coming in and out, it's a real-time board that shows what's moving and what's coming. And all you got to do is just reach out to like the brokers and then negotiate on a deal, a price, mileage, or whatever you want to do, and go from there. So I'm gonna give y'all my top 3 load boards and how I'm still continuing with business right now. Dat.com. Dat is DAT.com.
Okay.
Dat is the actual, like I said, real-time load board. You can put in what kind of transportation that you're using, whether it's a box truck, cargo van, you doing a semi, whether you got a reefer truck, whether you got a box truck, whether you got a what's it called when you put the cars on there? Any kind of trailer, any type of big transportation. If you can move one thing from one point to another, Dat Pit, check that out. Another one is called UShip. Now UShip is a database where you can actually you bid on different jobs from like different people. So like let's say if me and Poe, let's say if Poe got a camera that he needs to get to California, he'll put on there, hey, I'm trying to move my camera to California. I'm doing something out there. Who can take it out there? You bid on that job, put your numbers down, whatever you can make from that, do that.
Okay.
Trucker Path is TRUCKER path.com. It's another just like loading board, just like Dat Piff. No, sorry, not Dat Piff.
Not that piss.
My bad. Not Dat Piff, but Dat.com is another loading board where you can see like different freights that's coming in and out of wherever you locate it and kind of just move the shit. That's my take on another, like a little hustle for anybody who in the trucking industry. And if you know anything about renting cars, truck, cargo vans, van loads, or anything like that, definitely tap in with those 3 websites, and they'll
Now,
get you
in
some
order
work
to
for sure.
use the websites, do you have to register a business, or can you just like?
Nah, anybody can jump on there for real.
So you don't even have to have it registered. You can just say, I got a box truck. I can handle this.
Right.
I
You
can handle this
gotta
for you.
if you gonna post like whatever kind of truck you got or whatever kind of loads you trying to move. Of course, you gotta have your DOT. That's a Department of Transportation. You gotta have your DOT number and get it registered by the state. But other than that, if you just gonna do some small shit, some regular shit, and just get some money, nigga, you can rent a truck, rent a cargo van, and go make some cheese. They already got their DOTs, U-Haul, Penske. They registered. So rent you a truck, find you some loads off some of these load boards, go make you some cheese, and you can see the sites too. You can venture out and go see some different shit for real.
Facts.
Big facts. So that's the whole thing. So I definitely wanted to point people in that right direction. And shout out to all my creators too. this is the perfect time to be a fucking creator.
I mean, you ain't got nothing else to do.
You ain't got shit else to do.
Like, put your brain to work. I don't care if you do art. You know, shout out to Mean Green. If you do art, you know what I mean?
Make some fucking content.
You know what I mean? If you got some music in your mind, find you a beat, write it down, get in the studio. Shout out to my photographers. Just shoot. Go to the park, go anywhere, get some shots in. Well, you know, find somebody to shoot, whatever the case may be. This is the time to create. All my comedians, get in front of the iPhone.
Big fact.
Let's hear them jokes. We need to be this is the time we need to be entertained.
Big fact.
Through all of this BS, like, yeah, go to work, get it in, get busy.
Make that shit, man.
Get busy.
Make that shit for sure.
Real.
Like I said, this, like you said earlier, this is the perfect time that we need our creators right now.
We need y'all, like, and the world need us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, if you've been thinking about a podcast, right now is the day to start. Like, start it today. Go on Amazon, get you a nice little kit. Mm-hmm. You can start from your phone. You don't need nothing. You can start your podcast from your phone.
Big fact.
You know, shout out to Anchor.
Shout out to Anchor for that, man. But yeah, definitely all my creators, man. Y'all tap in. Y'all make some shit. Let's do it. I mean, we ain't doing nothing else. So what other streams of income would you create if you stuck at the crib? If you not working from home, like what would you do?
See, right now is a tough time because nobody's really spending money.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So at this point, my mindset where I'm at with it, I'm preparing for when everybody get back on their feet.
Dude.
That's how I'm looking at this time that we in. I'm trying to make sure all my ducks are in a row. I'm trying to make sure I have everything set up. Website, you know, I'm getting the location, all of that. So I'm trying to make sure everything's in order for when people do got money in their pocket again. Mm-hmm. People are back spending money. You know, I don't know, you know, this $1,200, to me, that's not a lot.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not a lot to me, so.
Somebody farted again.
You know, that's going to come and go.
Yeah, fart is definitely going to come and go. Yeah.
It's just like that 1,200. It'll come and go like a fart. You feel me? So,
dude.
That ain't going to be around long, so, you know.
Smell is.
I don't know how long it's going to take for our economy to bounce back
dude.
From this pandemic. You know what I mean? Because even like Uber Eats and stuff like that, and you got DoorDash, you got Postmates, you got all these things you could do if you do have a vehicle. You got Fiverr that you can hustle around the world, but the whole world is affected.
See, these ghost restaurants though, they going crazy. Like the ghost like Uber Eats and stuff like that. Anybody can make an Uber Eats account.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah. I heard if you got a website.
You don't even need that.
You got a restaurant.
Nigga, you can be cooking food out your crib and post on Uber Eats.
Oh, see, I thought you had to have a website.
Never. Never. Like,
take pictures of the plates.
Mm-hmm. Make a little profile. That's for Uber Eats. What's the other one? Postmates. All that kind of stuff. That's another hustle besides the trucking shit. All my cookers out there, my beautiful women, and my men who out there who know how to cook, throw down. That's another hustle for real. Cause like I said, everybody locked in the crib, so shit, make some plates, sell them bitches, and post up on Uber Eats or Postmates or something like that.
Facts.
Have somebody come deliver your shit. That shit fire, and then get your start from there. So definitely tap into that, for sure. But yeah, I think that's it for today, man. Pretty much tapped in. Like I said, man, any other relief information that we spoke of before, whether it's the SBA application that I spoke of, all of the relief packages that we got. Because like I said, Marsell, he put a whole list of different companies, branches, people who were actually willing to help out and lend out some cheese in any kind of way that they can do. Definitely email us or DM us. We'll send that to you. We'll get that out to you. But other than that, man, it's Tap In. Follow us on all social media platforms. We on Facebook, Already Rich.kw. We on Spotify, Already Rich. We on Apple Podcasts, Already Rich. Google Podcasts, Anchor, Already Rich.
AR Radio.
AR Radio. Just tap us in. Oh shit, we actually new surprise. We actually on iHeartRadio too.
Facts.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing interviews. We're going to interview entrepreneurs. I want to, interview people who are very big in the health industry, who, who work out, who know how to eat well, so we can educate the people as well on that. So if you're interested, in being on the show, email us, alreadyrich.kw@gmail.com, and we'll tap in with you, see what you got going on, see if it's a good fit. And if it is a good fit, we're going to rock out. We're going to come interview you, have a great time. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just email us. We're going to check out your page. Check out what you got going on.
There we go. So, if you need that relief package, like I said, that list, so if you're in the Atlanta area, that relief package that Marsell put together, man, definitely send us an email or shoot us a DM. We'll get that sent over to you. If you want any of the websites that I mentioned for all my truckers and transportation, definitely hit us up with that. But other than that, man, I'm Jeremy Oneall. You can catch me on Instagram, Jeremy Oneall with 2 L's. That's Oneall, no Cool J. I ain't on Twitter. Already Rich on Twitter though.
Yeah,
I'm not on
Rich.
Twitter, but Jeremy Oneall on Instagram and Facebook for right now. I'm gonna make a Twitter. Everybody telling me to make a Twitter. I'm gonna tap into Twitter.
I love Twitter, man. I love Twitter.
I'm gonna tap into Twitter, man. Y'all follow us. Follow both pages.
Follow me on the gram.
Do.
Shop by Marsell. That's my photography page. Marsell Basi, my personal page. Everything else is Marsell Basi from Facebook, LinkedIn to Twitter.
You gotta spell Bossy out.
Basi.
Basi.
Marsellbasi. Marsell Basi. So that's that on all platforms. My photography page is Shop by Marsell. Before we go, I want to leave everybody with a quote.
Oh, shit.
I hope this settle in for everybody. It's from Yogi Berra.
Yogi Berra.
Yeah, man.
Let's get it cracking.
And the quote is, when there's a fork in the road, take it. Meaning, whichever way, just go. Just do it. If there's a fork in the road and you had a decision where you had to go with this decision or that decision and you don't know, just go with one of them.
Make a decision.
Just make a decision at that moment and just go. Just whatever happens. It's better than just standing there and not taking a chance at all. So when there's a fork in the road, take it. Whichever way you feel, 9 times out of 10, you're going to come full circle.
Facts. It makes sense. Just make a decision. God damn it.
Just make a decision.
Just live with it. If it's right or wrong,
Just go. It's better than just holding yourself back.
Do. Big facts. Big facts. Well, like I said, man, this is Tap In. It's your humble host, Jeremy Oneall, in the building. Got Marsell Basi with me, man.
Yes, sir.
This is Tap In, and we tapping out.
It is.